Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 30. Two-yard line.
Good job, Dean.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Let's go, D. Back. Watch out. One.
Mariota on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
You can't block me.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
54,
Throwing is Mariota. They'll have a first down past the 40. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, Mariota. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Throwing again. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah. Hey, Tuesday. Under 10. We got double up. Right there.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Slam.
One. Three.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Three.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Lewis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
54, 51, jump! Check 3. Hatch it.
Now Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Third and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's been a long day for you.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 55, Mike. So we got man.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch the boot. Check. Switch.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Let him go.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. One. Check right 54. Right 54. And let's get this. Bravo. Check. Fresno.
Working out of the gun. Mariota. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get that ball. 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check. Crunch. 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, a ball may come your way.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight. Mike seam 6. 54. Here we go. One. Mike's by 4.
Mariota to throw it. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan first. From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. One.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 52, fellas, let's go.
To the air again, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota. As the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Switch. Hey, Mike. Lucky.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, 59. They can't hang with us.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Ready, 280. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 52. Kill. Hey, Franklin. Ready to go. Ready, set.
Now Ryan on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Wesley Woodyard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
51. They still playing soft. Check. I'm playing the wrong football. He's crazy.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right?
It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 3.
Now Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Mariota again. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Motion. Reset.
From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
54 Mike. Rip left.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm coming after you.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5
Alpha.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, pick your game up. 54 is Mike.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also...
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Got it. 525.
Right, check. 59.
Hey, Tuesday.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Pick me up. Here we go.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the safety creep. Check. Hey, South. Check. Oh, he's got it. Let him go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 29, Mariota. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check three. Where are they, team? Mike spot four. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 54's Mike. 1. 54. 1, 2.
Throwing is Mariota. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Here we go. Check. Hey, Alpha. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Undercrush. Get out.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Check 43. Check 13.
Check 51, sub.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And Bryant's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Complete to Corey Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ready, 280, 280.
59. Check the outside. check the out, check the out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.